どうもエルズと申します。日本グランプリ予選後の7名のドライバーインタビューを日本語訳と合わせてご紹介いたします。個人的にはアントネッリ、リンドブラッドの2名は若いのにすごいなと感じました。インタビューの内容からも自信が満ち溢れており、明日の決勝での活躍にも期待してしまいます。それではご覧ください。
Heck of a performance throughout the whole of quali. Just how pleased are you the way you handled yourself and managed to get that second successive pole?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good session. I'm happy with it. I think I was able to improve lap by lap, and that first Q3 lap was good. Second lap was looking strong, but then in turn 11 I locked up and lost quite a bit of time. So it was a shame. I was a bit annoyed with that, but. Pole position. I felt good in the car, felt good with the track, and now focusing onto tomorrow.
Why do you think you've been so strong from the very first lap you turned it? Because it doesn't feel like you put a foot wrong. Do you have any kind of understanding, or do you think it's the confidence you got from China?
Well, for sure, I was able to build momentum already from Melbourne race, and then China was continuing to build momentum, and it's just trying to keep this momentum and keep on trying to improve and squeeze every time a bit of performance without overdoing it. But I think overall I'm feeling I'm getting a good feel with the car. Of course, there's still work to do, especially on maximizing the PU. But was good and really happy with that.
Hey Shawar, that fastest first sector on that final lap, thought you were on for something special and then just lost it in that moment. Talk to me about how you felt when the car was giving it that wiggle.
I was okay, I wasn't too stressed. Also because, I think, I don't know what the perception was of this moment, because I feel like many people were saying me that I was losing lap time because of that. I actually gained a lot of lap time by carrying that amount of speed in that corner. So actually it was a good thing that I had this moment, and I don't think it sacrificed any of my lap after that. So I was just pushing to the max, and it was a pretty good lap overall. The only thing that we struggle on our side for now is whenever we push in Q3, the optimization of the system is struggling a little bit, and then we lose times in the straight. So we lost a lot of lap time in the straight in sector 2 and 3, and that is very frustrating because as a driver you cannot do much. But yeah, I know the FIA is working actively on this issue, and hopefully we can find a solution soon, as in qualifying it's very frustrating.
But it's still all to play for, right, tomorrow for minimum the podium, and maybe you can go after the Mercedes a little bit?
With a good start we can maybe put them under a bit of pressure, but I eventually think that at one point they will get away like they've done in the past 2 races. They've got too much of a pace advantage. However, if for some reason we manage to take the fight until the last lap of the race, which is a long shot, then maybe we can hope the win. But as soon as they all have one lap in free air, it will be impossible for us to get back.
Yeah, what a lap. You're making a bit of habit of this in a positive way. How pleased are you with that lap?
I'm extremely pleased. Probably the best qualifying of the year, especially because we started really on the back foot yesterday. I didn't feel comfortable in the car. A lot of understeer and quite inconsistent, and the team did a very good job overnight in the direction we took in terms of setup. Really paid off. This morning was already a step better, and in quali it was the best car I've had this weekend, so I could really drive and commit the way I wanted, and put the laps when we needed. So 7th in Shanghai, 3/10 of the McLaren, 7th here, 10.5 from Lewis. So it's definitely bringing a bit more enjoyment and more excitement into the team.
How much confidence is that giving you heading into the race tomorrow, particularly at the way you as a team have handled the weekend to try and get on top of everything?
I think very credits to the team on the improvements, and yesterday I felt better in the high field than I was on short run, so I was a bit worried for this afternoon, and in the end it went a lot better than we all thought. So I think for tomorrow yeah, I'm pretty excited because I think we should be carrying the good form from today, and just need to make sure we don't get caught out with all these safety car restarts, stuff like that, which cost us a bit so far. But yeah, looking forward to the battle.
Considering how much of difficult starts of the weekend you've had, you must be absolutely, I could tell by your smile, delighted by that performance out there in quali.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I mean, I think the job I did in Q2 was really mega. I mean, I'm really happy with what I did there. I think after all the troubles we've had in P2, again in P3 we had a few issues, and it's just been a step behind the ball all week. To come to a track as challenging as this, as much as like it's like a confidence builder. This one, it's so hard when you're behind to just go to the limit. And I think with all those sort of setbacks we've had, to still go out in quali and do the job like that, I'm very proud of myself. Like I said, I think there was things I could have done better in Q3. I think there was a little bit more left, but I got myself there. I put myself into Q3, which I don't know if we're very on the edge for it, let's say.
So how do you think you did manage to do it, considering you've lost all of that track time, maybe a little bit of confidence as well, but you managed to pull it together when it mattered in Q2?
I mean, the team did a good job with the car, and then I just went out and sent it. I built up a bit in Q1, and to be honest, after Q1 I wasn't very optimistic. I knew my first run of Q2 wasn't great, but we're still missing quite a lot. And then I was just like, I've watched so many of these sessions on the TV, dreaming of just having that opportunity to just do one lap and just send it without any fear. If it's in the fence, it's in the fence. But I knew that if I did everything perfect, Q3 was on the cards, so I just switched off the brake and sent it.
Well, great work, and best luck. Hey Max, it looked like a bit of a world of pain out there. Can you just talk me through how tough it was behind the wheel?
Yeah, not good. We thought we had we fixed a little bit in FP3, but then going into qualifying, it was again very difficult. Just sliding a lot, but at the same time also not having the rotation mid corner everywhere. So yeah, that makes it quite a complicated balance. So yeah, that's not ideal around here.
I know that last year when you were trying to chase things, you kind of took this opportunity to try lots of different things. Is that just what you're going to have to keep doing until you find a solution?
Yeah, but I think we have bigger problems than what we had last year. Some parts of the car at the moment are not working how we want them to work.
Hey Esteban, such tight margins out there. Obviously just missed out on Q3 today. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I think 2/10 is quite a big margin. I don't think we had that in the tank today. I'm pretty happy with the job that we've done on our side. Just looking at ourselves, I think it was pretty positive the way we've built the weekend and the way the car felt, around the lap. I think that last lap was pretty solid. There wasn't much more in there, so we have a little bit more to work on. But I think overall we did the maximum we could today, and it's been a while since it didn't happen. So I'm pretty pleased that we've managed to do that.
So from the point of being able to do the maximum today and knowing what your rivals have sort of achieved in the media thing, what's it going to take to try and get into the points tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we're going to have a good start. That's the aim, obviously, of tomorrow. Try and get a decent getaway, try and navigate ourselves in the points. If we are in there, we should be able to lock that. It's never a guarantee, but there will be quite a lot of weird overtakes and a lot of things happening, but the aim is to move forward on the advantage that we have, and so far it is the start, but we need to make it happen and see if we can hold it then.
Looked like a tough old day out there. We know where the car is, we've heard all about it, but how tough was it for you particularly today to try and get some performance out of it?
Honestly, it didn't change much compared to the first two races. Still the same car and still the same challenges that we are facing. More or less what we expected. I think Suzuka is not the best track for us in terms of weaknesses on the car. It was tough, and it's going to be tough, I think, for a few months. I don't expect a big change from night to day, but at the same time, both factories, they are working in different solutions, different philosophies that they are providing some nice results on paper, so not yet on the car, but this is Formula One. Everything takes time, and we race every 2 weeks, and we don't have that time, but we need to remain patient.
Did you feel any better in the car today? Because I know the team tried to put some countermeasures in to try and make it feel a little bit more comfortable. Was it any better?
Not really. Yeah, yesterday I felt quite good, and vibrations on the car were a lot less, so I was happily surprised. And today they came back, so it seems also a little bit of a random thing that we face day by day. So hopefully tomorrow we have a lucky day and we can finish the race.
いかがだったでしょうか。リンドブラッドはフリー走行でトラブルを抱えており、あまり走行機会がなかったにもかかわらず、思い切ってアタックをして決め切ったのはすごいとしか言いようがないと思います。ただ後方からはフェルスタッペンもスタートするので、どのような戦いとなるのか注目しています。楽しみです。また今後も F1 に関しての情報をまとめた動画を制作していく予定です。継続するためにもぜひいいねやチャンネル登録をお願いいたします。インタビューの内容について、また動画の感想などをコメントでいただけると嬉しいです。それでは。